Hello everyone, and welcome back to Acupuncture is My Life, Eastern Nutrition. Now, today's episode is a special episode handed down to us by Chef Kiara from Eastern Nutrition. And before I jump right into this awesome episode, I want to say if you're not already following us on every social media platform under Acupuncture is My Life, please do so. And we're getting a huge response on TikTok. Audience is growing, and they're learning so much about acupressure, auricular acupuncture, and Eastern nutrition. So if you're not already following us on TikTok, I recommend you do so. It's so much to learn. We have so much information to offer on TikTok, as well as all of our other social media platforms under Acupuncture is My Life. And if you're a Twitter person, it's acu_is_my_life. You can also check out our website at acupunctureismylife.com. And while you're perusing the website, if you're interested, subscribe to our weekly newsletter, because there's tons of information with regard to health issues and how you could benefit from acupuncture and so forth and so on. And you'll receive emails twice a week in your email box. Now, I know some of you are asking, why is Eastern Nutrition today? Well, it'll be our normal days, but today is a special because with summer coming, so many people are changing their diets, and now with the removal of so much in the way of restrictions for many people globally, Chef Kiara found several clients that she'd had virtual Eastern nutrition sessions with were discussing removing eggs from their diet. And she found it to be a big problem, and some she was able to talk out of doing that because it wasn't necessarily a good idea. Or rather, should I say, it isn't necessarily a good idea. And she gave a few reasons as to why, but she was surprised. There's tons of for clients in Europe, some in Africa, one in Japan. I think there was another one in Iceland and a few in the Caribbean. And I sat in on that discussion and caught some of the locations globally. People are seriously discussing removing eggs from their diet. And, one day I'd love to just spend a day in the Eastern Nutrition Division to hear what individuals from all over the world are discussing with regard to their diets and see what types of recommendations that are being made up there, because I'm sure it's interesting. I'm sure it's interesting. But, although there are many ways in which you can eat your eggs, whether it's scrambled, fried, hard-boiled, poached. I ingest eggs. I have to have my eggs. I would say at least 5 days a week. And so I understood when we had a private conference regarding today's podcast where she was coming from. And, one of the reasons you shouldn't give up eggs as part of your diet is a matter of satiation. Because as a result of eating eggs, you have a tendency of feeling more satisfied, after your meal, which is normally breakfast. But when you take eggs out of your diet completely, studies have shown that you tend to feel less satisfied, and you start calorie searching. and just putting all types of breads and so forth and so forth and so on in replacement of eggs. And that is not good. Because you have to understand, eggs are rich in protein, which we need. We need as a part of our diet. And eggs promote the feeling of feeling satisfied after a meal. So when you remove protein from your diet in the form of eggs, the sense of feeling hungry shortly after eating, let's say breakfast, we'll stick with eggs for breakfast. I mean, you can eat them any time of the day, but most consume eggs for breakfast. And when you remove it shortly after your meal, you're hungry again. And that's not good, because now when you're reaching just for anything to satisfy the hunger pangs, you're ruining your diet, and now you're putting on unwanted fat, ingesting bad sugars, and so forth and so on. So you really, you want to avoid eating more caloric meals as a replacement, which is, in a nutshell, what individuals for the most part tend to do when they give up eggs, is replace it with other foods that are high in calorie. The protein in eggs is super important. And here at Acupuncture is My Life, we recommend you not give up that source of protein, and then to turn and replace it with calories. It's all about balance. So you see, calories, proteins, and fats are super, super, super important. You want to balance those three areas out with regard to your diet, because those three areas are extremely important to sustain life. So we don't want to get rid of eggs and replace it with bagels, cereal, blueberry muffins, things no, that's not good. And also keep in mind, you'll be missing out on some of the beneficial nutrients that come with eating eggs. Because take, for instance, the yolk of an egg. An egg yolk contains the majority of the egg's nutrients, such as, let's say, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K, as well as omega-3 fatty acids, which is great for your heart. Now, the vast majority of you know the importance of vitamin A, because vitamin A has been known to be responsible for, let's say, protecting your eyes from night blindness and age-related decline. It's also been known to lower the risk of certain types of cancers, and as well as it supports a healthy immune system. And it reduces the risk of acne, it supports bone health, and promotes healthy growth and reproduction. Now, when it comes to vitamin D, with regard to vitamin D, along with what we already know, surprising benefits, 3 surprising benefits of vitamin D is it boosts weight loss. Vitamin D has also been found to reduce depression, as well as fight diseases, variation of diseases. So think about it. Do you really want to get rid of eggs? Now, when it comes to vitamin E functions mainly as an antioxidant, which basically means it helps protect cells from damage caused by unsustainable molecules which are called or noted as free radicals. You know, it protects the cells from damage, and it also aids in lowering a variety of health problems such as heart disease, cancer, dementia, and it's vital to a functioning immune system as well. The next is vitamin K. Vitamin K plays a role in blood clotting, bone metabolism, and also regulating blood calcium levels. So when you just think about these 4 vitamins that's packed in to an egg yolk, and then you're giving that up, you have to ask yourself, in exchange for what? In exchange for what? You know, and this is why, you know, when Chef Kiara notices that people are making unhealthy decisions about their diet, and so many people listen to Acupuncture's My Life podcast, she shoots right down and she'll cut right in and insert a special broadcast of Eastern Nutrition to help you. And this is why, you know what? Do me a favor, take a second. If you're driving, pull over to the side of the road. If you're crossing the street, hurry up. Safely get across the street. If you're carrying something heavy, put it down, put yourself in a resting position, and just take a second and close your eyes and say to yourself, acupuncture is my life. Now open it. Boom. You're brand new. You're brand new. See, here we're all about the cliche that health is wealth. That's where the money's at. Not in your bank account, wallet, purse, safe. It's in you. And it's part of why here at Acupuncture is My Life we offer Eastern nutrition advice as well as acupuncture. And in the clinic, tons of other therapeutic modalities such as cupping, moxibustion, guasa, and so forth and so on. We're here for you. This is why we say follow us, like the tens of thousands that are already doing it on our social media platforms or our daily podcasts. But another concern Chef Kiara expressed to several people over the past week was, in giving up eggs, you can potentially lose muscle over the long term due to the fact that eggs are a major source of protein. Removing eggs, you can potentially find yourself noticing your workouts are less effective. There's a decline in the results in which you receive after what you would consider a strenuous workout. Because eggs contain an amino acid called leucine, which is important for synthesizing muscle mass, which decreases with age, and which we're all aware of. As the older we get, we lose in muscle mass. So the last thing you really want to do is rapidly lose muscle mass as you age. It's important to keep eggs in your diet. And some of the feedback that she was getting is how it negatively impacts their cholesterol levels and so forth and so on. Most people don't understand that roughly in the ballpark of 20% of your blood cholesterol actually comes from what you eat. The other 80% is produced by your liver. Many individuals are unaware of that. They're unaware that their genetics play the biggest role in the production of cholesterol. And does eggs possess some bad cholesterol? Yes, just as well as it possesses good cholesterol. The cost-benefit ratio is like the benefit outweighs the small amount of bad cholesterol you may get from ingesting eggs. So, if you're listening to this podcast, unless you're allergic to eggs, don't just wantonly just go and remove it because you think it's going to have a great effect on your body as a result of doing so. Because not only Chef Kiara does, but I disagree as well. I beg to differ. So the benefits, the vitamins, the omega-3 fatty acids that come with it, keep in mind, you are what you eat. So if you're eating quality vitamins and with omega-3 fatty acids, how are you going wrong? Why do you want to remove eggs from your diet? Unless, like I said, you're allergic to it. But the final choice is yours. And Chef Kiara was able to educate the vast majority of clients that got in touch with her regarding that, or just even individuals from her audience. But there was some that wanted to remain steadfast. We don't tell you what to do. We make recommendations. That's it. We don't make you feel bad with regard to the choices in which you make in life. All we can do is just offer some advice. And it's up to you as to whether you want to follow it or not. But along with Eastern nutrition, you have to look to make acupuncture a part of your life, because Eastern nutrition comes with it. That's why I always ask. I always state, acupuncture is my life. What's yours?